Most men think they know what women want in bed. They're wrong, and the gap between what she says and what she actually craves is exactly why most relationships slowly go cold. Stay with me because what I'm about to share in the next few minutes and stuff you'll find in any dating advice article. This is the raw psychology behind female desire. And once you hear it, you'll never approach intimacy the same way again. 1. Let's be real for a second. Most guys think they're doing a solid job in the bedroom, but the truth is women are walking around with a whole list of things they wish would happen and never say a word about it. Not because they're playing games, but because society has spent decades teaching women to shrink their desires, smile politely, and just go along with whatever happens. That's not manipulation, that's conditioning. And if you don't understand that, you'll keep missing what she actually needs. Here's the thing: when a woman feels safe enough to be fully herself with you, the energy between you two completely transforms. She stops performing and starts feeling. And that shift, that's when things get real. So if you're serious about being the kind of a man who actually satisfies a woman on every level, you need to stop guessing and start understanding. 2. The very first thing women secretly crave is to feel like you actually want her, not just sex, but her. Specifically, there's a massive difference between a man who wants to have sex and a man who wants you. And women can feel that difference in their bones. When you reach for her like she's the only thing in the room, when you look at her like she just walked in and you forget how to breathe. That's not cheesy, that's chemistry. Most men escape this entirely because they think desire is implied. It's not. She needs to feel it in how you touch her, how you look at her, how you slow down instead of rushing straight to the destination. Psychologically, women are wired to need emotional safety before physical vulnerability. Our feeling genuinely desired is a massive part of that safety. If she senses you're just going through the motions, her brain literally starts pulling back even if her body is still in the room. So before anything physical even begins, ask yourself, am I showing her that I want her, or am I just showing her that I want this? That one shift in mindset will change more than any technique ever could. 3. The second thing is something almost nobody talks about, and that's the power of anticipation. Women's arousal and a light switch like it tends to be for men. It's more like a slow burning fire that needs to be lit right before you even get to the bedroom. This is backed by actual psychology. Researchers call it responsive desire, meaning many women don't feel turned on at first and then seek out intimacy. It works the other way. At the right context, at the right energy, the right emotional connection creates the desire. So, what does that mean for you? It means that the way you treat her at the dinner matters, the text you send her in the afternoon matters, at the moment you brush her hand, when you're walking matters. All of that is a foreplay. It just happens hours earlier than you think. When you understand that her brain is already deciding how tonight is gonna feel based on how the whole day went, you stop thinking about things as an event and start thinking about it as something you build together. And that middle shelf makes you more attractive, more connected, and honestly more effective than any move you could learn from anywhere else. For third on the list is something women crave so deeply it almost hurts, and that's to feel completely safe being seen, not just physically but emotionally. Women carry so much self-consciousness into intimate moments about their body, about making the right sounds, about whether they're enough. And even a man creates an environment where all of that just melts away, it's genuinely life-changing for her. That kind of safety doesn't come from saying the right thing once. It comes from a consistent pattern of how you respond to her vulnerability. Do you make her feel judged? Do you rush past moments where she's opening up, or do you slow down, stay present, and make her feel like everything she is exactly right? The men who are truly unforgettable to women ain't necessarily the most skilled. They're the ones who made her feel like she could completely let go. That sense of psychological safety is what unlocks her full presence, and her full presence is what makes intimacy genuinely electric. You can't fake your way to that. You have to actually build it moment by moment with how you show up. If this is already hidden the front, do me a quick favor, hit that like button right now and subscribe if you ain't yet. I drop this kind of real, no fluff relationship psychology every day, and you don't wanna miss what's coming next. 5. Number 4 is about communication, but not the kind you're probably thinking. Women don't just want you to ask, is this okay? Once and move on. They crave a man who stays tuned in throughout the entire experience. Someone who reads the room, notices the chef in her breathing, picks up on what's working and what ain't without her having to stop and give a full verbal report. That kind of attentiveness is deeply rare, and when a woman experiences that, she doesn't forget it. And now, here's the flip side. She also craves a man who can express himself, who ain't completely silent like he's assembling furniture, telling her she looks incredible, letting her know what you're feeling, using your voice as a tool of connection. That stuff matters enormously. It closes the emotional gap and keeps her present instead of in her head. Real intimacy is a two-way conversation. Even when no actual words are being spoken, the nonverbal communication, your contact, your pace, your breathing, the way you hold her, all of that is language. Learn to speak it fluently and you reach a level of connection most couples never find, no matter how long they've been together.